And the big news is that Alan Lee has put another feather in his cap. He's knocked out the short stack Richard Yong, so we're three-handed now. Sun Sheng, who's been laying waste to the table, gets out of this hand. And young Alan Lee, who's been riding his luck a little bit, has picked up the big slick. Four-handed, obviously a premium hand. How much does he want to raise this? Well, 125. Devon Tang has been a bit dry of cards recently. Ace deuce offsuit. Giving it some thought. But we've seen some big hands turned over recently. Big aces, pocket pairs. This would be a risky call. Even if he hits an ace, he's got to think he's still behind with that relatively weedy kicker. Almost better off hitting a 2 than the ace. Well, reaching for chips. And he's moved all in, and an immediate call, of course, with the ace-king. And Alan Lee will be even more delighted. He probably feared he was up against a pair in a coin flip. He's not. He's way in front. No deuces there. And it has to be now a 2. And it is not. So the king kicker will send all those chips funneling towards Alan Lee. A loose call there from Devon Tang. He's still in this, but that was expensive. Sun Sheng, pocket tens. And here is the man who has been making hay, Alan Lee. Doesn't seem in love with his cards at the moment, and he tosses them away. Devon Tang has been going backwards. This time he's moved all in with ace-10 offsuit. It'll be a snap call from Sun Sheng, and Tang is not going to like what he sees, because that is about the worst hand he could be up against. He's drawing really just to the 3 aces. Well, now they've both picked up a straight draw. A 9 would split it with a straight. Now it has to be an ace or a 9, and it is neither. And it's Sun Sheng who is grinning happily. Three-handed, the opening action's on the button. And that is Devon Tang. It's all been going wrong. What can he do this time? Well, he decides to let the 2 big dogs fight it out, and Sun Sheng calls the big blind with Queen 8. Alan Lee's got a sort of Negreanu hand. 5-4 offsuit. How busy does he want to get with that? Well, he decides to pump it up. 90 more to Sun Sheng. Queen 8, very playable three-handed. But one player he doesn't really want to be tangling with is Alan Lee, because these two could really injure each other. The call has been made. We'll see a flop. Who's going to get lucky? Well, neither of them really. No one has red cards, and no one has really coordinated with that board. It's down to really who bets first here and who bets boldest. Alan Lee doesn't disappoint. Fires out 130,000 with air. And this is a tricky call here for Sun Sheng. Does he want to pay to see another card? We know he's got the re-raise in his armoury. This field has already seen off players of the calibre of Phil Ivey and Tom Dwan, and it is a big re-raise. And surely Alan Lee cannot contemplate calling here. I wouldn't put him past him to go all in, but there's no way he's just flat calling here. He's a canny enough player to know that he tried a bluff, it didn't work. He could be walking into a massive hand. And with that many chips in front of him, And with such a big prize at stake, he really doesn't need to play this one. And back they go into the muck. Sun Sheng shows the queen. Well, Alan Lee won't mind that too much because he didn't even have that beaten. And the chips go barreling towards the young man in the Bruce Lee t-shirt.